Hey guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to, I decided that I wanted to read your unpopular opinions about the Eras Tour. And so that is exactly what we're doing today. I went into Target, unrelated to Taylor, but however, the woman always follows me. When Taylor Swift said, "Wherever you stray, I follow," she was talking about everywhere I go, she's there. So the Target that I went into had a Starbucks and I was literally exiting, got my stuff, was exiting, and lo and behold, they had, "Which Taylor Swift era are you?" And that was great marketing for me because I went with 1989. I got a chai latte and here I am. I decided today was the day that I film the unpopular opinions and I'm excited to react to these. You guys, there's 54 comments. I highly doubt I'm gonna go through all of them, but nevertheless, let's get started. Okay, so I don't know if this is unpopular or not, but I would like to see Taylor give us more behind the scenes through Instagram or TikTok. I definitely would like to see more behind the scenes too. I think that it will be shown in maybe like a documentary or something further. There's no way that Taylor is not going to film the Eras Tour. That's what I keep telling myself. Like, she's filmed her other tours, but like the Eras Tour is all her albums up to Midnight's, like all 10 albums. Like, there's no way that she won't show us some behind the scenes, I feel. In the format, I feel like she's saving it and stockpiling it for the documentary. And she did film her first 3 nights at SoFi Stadium in LA. So I'm like, yes, I'm cracking my window. My sunroof is open, but it's hot out here, guys. Okay. Okay. I think for the Speak Now era, there should have been more songs. I really wanted her to sing Better Than Revenge and Enchanted from Speak Now, but she only sang Enchanted by the way I love your videos. I actually agree with this one. Now that Taylor has added Long Live, I feel like that is very, very special, but I remember opening night, I was like, is that the only Speak Now song? Like, everybody in my group, Natalie, looked at me and she said, "She's not done with Speak Now, right? Like, she's gonna come back out for Speak Now, right?" And I was like, I don't know. And then Red started and we're like, oh, she's done with Speak Now. I feel like she made Enchanted the moment. And I feel like she did a really, really good job with making Enchanted the moment because like she resembled the Speak Now era so beautifully with like her big gown. And you know, Enchanted is one of those songs that I feel like she knew we really wanted. I wish Long Live had been on the set list from the start because for my shows I did not hear it. However, I understand why and the symbolism of adding it after she owns Speak Now again. So I totally get that and respect that. But yeah, I do agree with that. I feel like for the second leg she should add I Can See You. Fingers crossed. Debut should have gotten at least one song on the set list like Speak Now. 1000% agree. She's done a lot and a fair share of them for surprise songs, but I feel like our song like would have been a blast. And I totally agree with this. I don't know if this is unpopular, but I don't think the All Too Well outfit flatters her very much, and she should have added at least one debut song. If it's the Eras Tour, there should be at least one song from each era. I agree. Also, there's construction going on, so I'm so sorry if you hear beeping. Hopefully the camera's not picking it up too much. I actually love the All Too Well outfit. I love how she makes that outfit like its own moment, if that makes sense. Like, you know, she changes for the red era from her 22 shirt that she changed. You know, sometimes they'll say a lot going on at the moment, sometimes it'll say "Who's Taylor Swift anyway, you?" But I feel like it's a really good outfit. I love how sparkly it is, and if Taylor's confident, that's all that matters. I feel like the lighting's getting weird, but oh well. She put all the 1989 popular songs in. I wish she would have swapped Wildest Dreams or Shake It Off for New Romantics, Clean, or Out of the Woods. I feel like, honestly, I feel like she nailed it with the Speak Now set. And here's why I say that, because it is, what we have to remember is the Eras Tour. She's going to go for songs that she knows will get the crowd going, represent the era the best. And so I definitely, I personally, I think that she knocked the 1989 set out of the park. I love how she transitions from song to song. Like, I absolutely love how she goes from like Wildest Dreams into Bad Blood, like, so flawlessly. Hopefully this lighting is a little better. So sorry if, like, you know, I can see the sun's hitting me a little weird, but I felt like it was a little dark over there, so I did move. My apologies if it's not great. Sometimes this is why I don't film in my car, because like sometimes the lighting will get weird, but I just felt like being out. Like, it's very pretty out. Okay. The concert was amazing, but I wish she did the eras in order. I also wish she had done something like Rep Room to get people to meet her. Okay, so I personally feel like the element of surprise, like especially opening night and not knowing which era was going to be next, made so, like, it made it so much fun, right? Like, it made it so special, it kept us on our toes, and I think that is something that Taylor, and as a Taylor fan, I hold so high, is you never know what her next move is. So I really appreciated, personally, the eras not being in order. And for her not doing meet and greets, I feel like this time around, it was just way too, how do I say, we're still coming out of COVID, and I know that she has to be careful, and Taylor is not one to cancel shows. Like, even as we know, it could be pouring rain. The woman's gonna wait as long as she has to, because she knows how hard people saved up for this show, how hard the effort was to get there. So she knows, like, you know, I feel like she knows what could happen if she was meeting people face to face a lot each night, and she could heighten her risk of being sick. So I really feel like she's still being very careful. She's still making that connection. Like, when she does like the 22 hat, you can definitely tell that she misses doing meet and greets. Like, you can tell, like, she just wants to hug people and like grab their hands and look them in the eye and say thank you for coming. That's always who Taylor's been. But I feel like she misses it as much as we miss it, but I just feel like the time's not right yet for her to hug a lot of people each night, if that makes sense. To be honest, I wish she didn't cut songs short. I absolutely love the opening, but I wish she had sang it a little more. Also, I kind of wish she hadn't swapped out Invisible String for the One. Love you, Rachel. Okay, that would, okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, personally for me, when she cuts songs short, I think it allows more songs to be put into the set list. Like, I feel like the way she transitions into songs, like, it's just something that has always got me going. Like, it just pumps me up. Like I said, even with like Wildest Dreams into Bad Blood, and another example is Miss Americana into Cruel Summer. Like, with you, oh hi, like, oh my god, like, she just, everything she does is so calculated on that stage, and it's so good. I actually love when she will like do that, because like I said, it allows us to still hear our favorite songs but also transition into, you know, and get us hyped up for another song. The next thing that this person said was, I wish she didn't swap out Invisible String for the One. That was, I feel like, a decision that was not planned. I feel like that was a decision that came down the pike when her relationship ended. And I feel like Invisible String was one of those songs that was too hard for her personally to sing every night while she was, you know, obviously upset. She was with a London boy for 6 years, almost 7. They were on their 7th year of dating, and I feel like that was a decision for her. That was a decision for her personally that made her feel more safe and like she could heal. So I respect it. I think the One is very good live too. In a perfect world, I wish she had played deep cuts on Red in versus most of the singles. Okay, like that's fair enough. Like, and I feel like she does deep cuts, definitely for surprise songs, which I know is catered to the fans. Like I said, I respect it because it's the Eras tour, and of course she's gonna like hit those singles. So, and she only has so much time. Like, she's already doing it 3 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Let's see. And somebody said the same for 1989. Don't think this is unpopular, but her not singing anything from debut is a crime. Agree. Please tell us if Rachel, please tell us if you think Taylor is making a Cruel Summer music video. I think it's gonna be the tour music video. I think she should repeat songs for international tour. I agree. I think she will, because she sang a lot of them already, and she's starting to repeat for LA, and I think half of that was because she wanted some of them to make the tour documentary movie, whatever it is. But I think she will repeat for sure. And this person does not like the green folklore dress. I disagree. I love it so much. Let's see. Taylor, I think she had too much folklore, and I feel like all we needed was the love triangle. Is that she should have sang the regular version of All Too Well so that we would have had more time for Speak Now. I feel like for All Too Well, for her, it was go big or go home. Like, I feel like she was like, it's gonna be 10 minutes or nothing, because the All Too Well 10-minute version is the version, like, is the version. And it is the version that we've been begging for years. So I actually love that she put that in there. And what else did this person say? That she had too much folklore. Miss Girl loves folklore. And what we have to understand is she's toured the other albums. And folklore was a big part of, you know, her life since she's toured. So I think there is a lot of folklore. However, I'm not mad about it. And Taylor loves that album, as do I. And it means a lot to a lot of people. And it was, in fact, like the pandemic album that got a lot of people through. So, okay. This is really fun. I like to hear what you guys have to say. I'd switch All Too Well 10-minute version for more Speak Now. I feel like I could go both ways with this answer. My unpopular opinion is that tickets are way too expensive. I mean, I could not agree with you more. I could not, okay? Like, but what I want to say here is, I don't think the fans will ever be the problem. The fans have gone to multiple shows for all her tours. Like, it's been a thing. It didn't just become a thing with the Eras tour. And I think seeing your favorite artist more than once will never be the problem. What the problem is the resellers and the people who are jacking up the prices and only buying tickets to only try and sell them to real fans for an expensive price. Those are the people that we need to focus our grief and our anger at. And I don't think it should be the fans who are seeing Taylor multiple times. That's just my humble opinion. Like, I will straight up say, like, I am so thankful that I was able to see Taylor multiple times this year. And that was only, there's like a hair or something, so I'm sorry. But I am so grateful that I was able to see Taylor multiple times, and it would have not happened if there wasn't an immense amount of group effort. And what I mean by that is, I had Glendale, Emma had Detroit, Natalie had Nashville, and of course when my friends invite me to see Taylor, when I've literally grown up with these people, of course I'm gonna want to go see Taylor multiple times. It's always been a thing. Like, it didn't start with the Eras tour, but I also understand where people are coming from. Like, I definitely understand Yeah. But it was, like I said, a group effort, and it was very much teamwork to get all of us tickets to where we wanted to go. Because there's no way that I could have afforded resale prices. Like, there's just no way. I don't like the long applause after champagne problems. It feels unnatural. So honestly, I think that this is one of those humble parts of the show. The thing about Taylor is her character is so genuine and she's so authentic to herself. When she's sitting there looking around, like she truly means that. It's not like a show. It's truly, oh my God, I cannot believe like I'm here. And I have always loved that attitude that Taylor has had. She's never felt like, oh, I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life. It's like, wow, I cannot believe this is happening again. Like, I can't believe this is happening for even one more show. I'm so grateful for this. I think it's not unnatural because the fans started it. Like, the fans were the ones who started like the long applause after. So I don't feel like that's, you know, not genuine or anything. Okay. There should be an intermission. Okay. I have to be so honest. My intermission, when I would sit down, was all too well 10-minute version. Like, at MetLife, Bobby and I were sitting, but we were screaming. Like, we were screaming, singing every single word. But we were taking a break because that's a long time on your feet. Especially when you're jumping up and down literally on concrete. Like, it's a long time. And so I definitely feel like you should allow yourself a break. I don't know how Taylor does it. I really don't like people complaining about what songs are played. She's doing 3 hours and 44 songs. I'm happy with what it is. I agree with this wholeheartedly. I really, really do. Because Taylor, you can tell that this set list was not only crafted, but she tries to play surprise songs from everything. And I feel like she's truly trying to cater to everyone with this tour. I really do agree with this. I've seen TikToks of people being like, we got the worst surprise songs, or you know, this was this, or, you know, your experience at the Eras Tour should not be based on like the surprise songs you get. Like, yes, it's fun to, like, you know, oh my gosh, I lost my favorite. Like, did I fully start crying when I lost Timeless? Absolutely I did. But like, for me personally, like, I could get McCavity and Carolina, like, and I would not care. Or I could get Me and I would not care. Like, as long as Taylor Swift is sitting in, you know, is performing in front of me, like, I'm not gonna care in reality, like, what my surprise song is. Like, yeah, I hope for some, but like, I'm not gonna get bent out of shape, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I don't understand that. And like, I'm not talking about like the people who joke around about it, because we all joke around about it, right? Like, give us our Academy Awards for drama. But I'm talking to people who are like dead serious. Like, I can't believe like these are the surprise songs that were picked. This person does not like the Evermore dress, and I beg to differ. I love her. Getaway Car should have been part of Reputation. I feel like that's one of the fan favorites, and I do wonder, like, for the second leg, if Taylor will, you know, maybe switch a couple songs out here and there. I could honestly like see her doing that, but at the same time, I feel like she's going to different spots. Like, it's not like she's repeating Gillette or LA. Like, she's going to different cities. So I feel like she's gonna keep it pretty much the same, maybe change like a couple things like here and there. You know, when she goes to new cities, they're seeing the same show. But I will be curious about that. But yeah, that's your unpopular opinions. I had a really good time reading them. The one that I agree with the most is definitely the debut comment. Like, I definitely feel like she should have at least like had our song on the set list, because it is the Eras Tour. Like, there's debut Taylor on the poster. but she's not on the set. But again, there's literally only so much time, and I feel like Taylor really knocked it out of the park. Number one, for catering to everybody. Number two, hitting the songs that, you know, mostly, you know, everybody wants to hear. Like with the Red, like, yeah, they were her hits, but like, yeah, those are the songs that like best suit the era. Like, we all have like our little stand songs here and there, right? But she, in the end, it's called the Eras Tour, so she has to pick the songs that are like most, that will, how do I say this? That will gather the era up in a bow in the nicest way. Like what most represents the eras. So yeah, that was really fun. I had a great time. I really liked hearing your unpopular opinions. And I feel like a lot of them were popular, but thank you guys so much for sharing. This was really fun to do. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the rest of this tour. I cannot believe the US tour is almost done. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, sorry if the lighting was a little weird. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope this video entertained you in some way, and I sincerely hope I see you, yes, you, in the next one. Bye, guys.